G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So today's video we're jumping into the latest batch of Ultimate Battlefield, and we're going to be jumping in and smashing this out using a couple of units that we have recently just gotten, and yeah, should jump in and grab those stones. Unfortunately, we didn't get a new special battlefield like sort of a lot of people were expecting, I guess. Would have been sick. We have had the same battlefield for ages now, so something different would have been pretty cool. But look, it wasn't. It wasn't to be this time. JP did just get their new battlefield, so would be cool to jump into that one when that eventually does come around. When we get Hatchiak one day as well. Battlefield just feels like one of those things that takes forever to come around for us global players, but look, not the end of the world. I guess the main thing with Battlefield is that you want to jump in, get those rewards, and then bounce. It usually ends up being like 35-ish stones or so that you get. Maybe not that many, maybe it's 30 stones, but pretty similar to a boss rush. So for once a month, you also get all your Battlefield currency. I know I'm personally saving mine up for Hatchiak now, so yeah, so that I can grab those copies of him when he eventually does drop. So super, I mean, as per usual, you can see I started off with a super SDR team just for the sake of it. You're probably better off saving your most powerful SDR teams for the final phase. So using one weaker one is not going to be the end of the world. The thing with the STR team is that Extreme SDR is insane. So when you think about it, you've got the 200% for the final form cooler, you got the STR Easy A cooler, and then you've got units like Full Power Freezer. I think I've got the STR Turlers on my team. Like Extreme STR is pretty insane. So we'll probably go with Extreme and then, if need be, utilise the Super, but I highly doubt that it will be needed, to be honest. So, smash through those early stages on there, 34 seconds, that's lovely. You see the 3 stones in there. So this will get me back above 1200 stones, which will be nice. Go Extreme Attack. I feel like I usually grab something like this. Extreme Tech probably hasn't had a buff in a little bit, has it? Just looking at that little roster that I've got there. Let's see, we can grab the 7 with you. You don't link with either of them anyway, so what we'll do is, yeah, bugger it. We'll just grab that with that, and then that sets up 6, which should activate most of the Shenron's passive. The reason I wanted to put the Great Ape Vegeta in slot 1 is because he does get that attack boost, which we've probably just lost considering we just did get our attack lowered. Annoying little factor there, but we'll still cook Freezer. Yeah, look at that, 5.7 million on the crit. Like I mentioned, we did get quite a bit of Shenron's passive active here. I think mine is Rainbow too, so bang. We didn't get the additional actually. There you go. So it must be 7. I think it must be 7 key spheres for that Sin Shenron to be able to get off his additional super. And then Tech Transforming Freezer is just a very reliable unit to be running in Battlefield. So now we jump across to Extreme Physical, which is so close to being, like, once we get one more good Extreme Physical Wicked Bloodline unit, we are going to be absolutely cooking because we will be able to run that 200% for the Physical Metal Cooler. As you can see here, we've got the 2 Super Strikes who work really well together. You'll see that they do actually put up some pretty reasonable numbers here. I think this does lower attack, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So annoying. At least we're getting those attack boosts from getting hit, and we also got the extra key. So that bumped us up to an 18 key super. Let's just cook a little bit more. And then watch these Super Strikes, especially the Mecha Freezer in the back end. So both of these guys are full level 10 link. So bang, and 3, yeah, there you go, 3.7. So that was nearly as high as LR Metal Cooler, even though Metal Cooler did have his attack lowered. I do think that's pretty impressive for a free-to-play unit, and the Super Strikes are so easy to get and so easy to easy A. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend jumping in and getting them done, that's for sure. So now we can go across to something like this. Extreme Int's got some nice buffs recently because we did get the easy A for the LR Bojack. Let's see. Yes, that does work correct. Nice. We also have the Zamasu. All he needs is that int Goku Black into Rose. If he could just easy A in Zamasu in Battlefield would go pretty hard, because probably should have put Broly in that first slot there. But yeah, that'll help just linking wise. He creates his own. That'll also help activate his entrance animation too, actually. I probably should have put Broly in that first slot now that I think about it. He would have had that damage reduction, and we don't have a Trunks unit on the team to really help out with the int margin Vegeta. Ooh. That's the gross RNG that you can get there. And then, bang, Chila comes out with a massive 216k. But that's not her job. That's not what she's here for. So that gets us big bad bosses. Yeah. You know what we might do is grab that, because I don't really use you all too often. But then we lose big bad bosses. I did probably botch that. I just wanted to see some extra damage from our extreme units here, because Bojack being in slot 1 will give that booster. 5 million, he probably could go close to actually finishing this off, actually. Bang. And, oh, yeah, literally on the cusp. Oh, well, I guess in terms of time-wise, it actually works that Zamasu didn't get the super off. Bang. If you saw my Zamasu summons back when his double rates banner dropped, they were absolutely insane. I've got him at like 90%, went in like 400 stones on his banner. It was a double rates banner, but that's still one of the best banners I reckon I've ever had. Goku Black Riffs, Zenos, had the whole shebang. So now we get into a few of the super class ones. I feel like for super, I usually do you. Grab you for a bit of support, and then orb changing, and why not, a bit more support there. Because we've got the God Coup, we've got the ability for Bardock to get off his additional super, which will help. So what we can do is grab that, which means we're going to get off that guaranteed additional super because of the hit in that first slot. Ooh. So if we do that, dang, that's a lot of int orbs just sitting there for our next rotation. Super Saiyan Goku, as I'm sure you guys are all well aware, does stack his defense on that 12 key super, so us not getting the 18 key off wasn't that much of a detriment, especially because him and the Full Power Freezer have Mega Colossal Damage multiplier on their 12 key. So that means their 12 keys almost do as much damage as their 18 keys do. He dodged one. In this fight, I think you're actually pretty well off if you do bring a stunner and a sealer, actually, because I'm pretty sure that this Boo can heal. So if you... that's annoying. So if you stun him, that'll stop him from healing and obviously supering as well. And speaking of the devil, that's what we got. Thank you, Intpan, for cooking for us there. So what we can do is that'll get us a pretty reasonable heal. That gets us to 24 key. Thank you for the extra support here, Bardock, because Godku in the middle there is about to absolutely cook damage-wise. Vegeta and Trunks, they do need to get hit to really build up their numbers. So with Boo being stunned, they obviously aren't going to put up as big a number. Well, not that we had any attacks in that first slot anyway, but there's the additional for them, which I believe I did build them predominantly towards additional. There's that stun, and Godku comes out with a 7.66 million attack stat. Remember, this has also got that chance to crit, which it didn't, but not that it matters because bang, he's just cooked. So we love that. 2 minutes. Get some more awakening medals and whatnot there. We'll go super AGL, so go U2. Let's go bang bang, bang bang, something like that. I think is good. I actually do like this free to play Super Saiyan Goku. So let's see, we did get him on rotation here. So we got prepared for battle versus those two. Let's see, does that ruin us? Because then we can do that, which gave us, yeah, a little bit extra key. Do that, which then drops all those STR key spheres. Oh, he didn't dodge. So I was sort of didn't dodge at all. Nice. So if we had have got those first two dodges off, that meant we would have gotten our 18 key. And that's sort of what I was planning when set that one up, just to get a little bit extra damage, but that's fine. Not the end of the world, I guess. But at least, because we did get that additional super, that means we did get the guaranteed crits. And it doesn't look like Goten is going to super us there, which means he's then going to get sealed by Pycon. So sealing, obviously a very powerful way to stop these enemies doing any real damage to us. Go bang. Oh, this Goku's got a lot of potential. He's got a nice little kit when he does awaken. I'll be very interested to see what he ends up looking like. Ooh, look at that. That's spicy. And then we can grab... I think that should open up... it didn't probably open it up as much as I thought it was going to. But then we can do that, which leaves a ton of AGL key spheres. Yeah, I think this will work nicely. Even if, well, that's assuming that this goes to another rotation. Like if we got lucky with the hidden potential here, we could easily wipe the floor with Gotenks and just be moving on here. So let's see, can we get those crits off? Nope. That's fine. Gohan can still triple super, potentially. And then we've got an 18 key coming in from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the back slot there. This is a pretty powerful team because a lot of these units do have Kamehameha or Goku's family, either. So you're getting pretty much a full leader skill out of at least one of these units. And then, like, what is it, 120% or 130% boost? I think it's 120 from both of their type leader skills. So there we go, that's the Gotenks done and dusted. What do we got? 3 more to go. Bang, couple more dozing Kais. They're always handy, even if they aren't ones that always really pop off for us. So here we're going to go with something a little bit different. So we're going to go Earthbred Fighters and then the 130%. So your Earthbred Fighter, Earthbred Fighter, Earthbred Fighter. You are not, you are. And who do we want to finish off with? Finish off with you. And let's see how we go here. So we're going to be bringing in my Tech Goku. He's only 55%. His links are reasonably high. Wow, this is actually a really good rotation. Okay, well, be prepared for some absolutely offensive firepower here as we grab that into that. That'll drop the AGL key spheres. So Goku's getting hit once there, gets him an extra key and that little attack boost. So 4.2, it's fine. This is the one that we don't want him to dodge. A 8 point something milli. Bang, gets the crit. Here comes the, well, this could either be the passive or hidden potential additional. I just combined 2 words there. And then we get the third. That's why I was saying this is such an insane rotation. So these guys, when you're getting them a ton of key, bang, they just do stuff like that. That's pretty disgusting. Then you had a good linky partner in slot 1. Then you had a little bit of support in the back end there with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who did take quite a bit of damage there. But that's okay, because you look at this Gohan, he's literally all but dead at this point. That was pretty terrible orb changing there. That gets Brainiacs and Fierce Battle, so we'll go with that, into that,
and then into that. Gohan can't heal or anything, so once he hits Piccolo, we're going to get that extra ki there, extra little bit of attack. He does get the full 200% from the Tech World Tournament Goku. The Tech World Tournament Goku, which I was hoping to use in that battle, but was put in slot 7, so that was pretty sick. We got to really see a good performance out of him there. So now we'll go to a super physical, which I think something usually like that I'll roll with. Wait, no, not you. Maybe you for your support. Yes, yeah. Obviously, Super Physical is a pretty fire team here, especially now that Physical Ultimate Gohan has come back. Got some dupes in him here. Oh yeah. So that's got the potential for the extra supers in there. I think that's going to be the better linking partner. Oh no, that gets us all in the family. So that's 884 versus. Oh no, that is the much better option. So we'll grab that, and then we'll grab those, and let's see if we can get lucky. If we get lucky with Gohan's hidden potential here, and obviously the passive being a super attack rather than just an additional normal, we could really, yeah, here we go, really inflict some damage on Bojack here. So my Gohan's 79%, built pretty much full additional. Dang. If that had been a super, that would have been pretty good. But that's okay, we take double digits. We got a decent amount of key spheres to GT Goku, so yeah, you can see him up at that 6 million attack range, which we love to see. Would have been nicer if we'd gotten him next to the physical Super Saiyan 4s, because obviously getting GT active for them is pretty good. But we might not even need to go that far. If we can get a nice super here, because we're going to get the additional key for going up against an extreme enemy, so 4.25, you like to see it. This could be it. Bang, with the crit. So we one-turn Bojack. If that is not the easiest money you've ever seen just there, we get another Kai, and we come into the final stage against Broly. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to go in with my Extreme STR team. Go you and you. This team is pretty fire. For Battlefield, having access to a 170 and a 200% leader skill, it's almost a little bit too overpowered. So there's no attacks straight off the bat, so we can do that. Oh yeah, into that. Into, I guess we'll take that. That sets up those int key spheres very nicely in there. So 5.6, that is definitely not too shabby for a free-to-play Easy A LR from a couple of years ago. The main thing that he does is he is attack and defense lowering. So one of the best strategies when you're coming up against this Broly is to go in and attack debuff him. He does the group attack, which can cause a bit of havoc sometimes, and then yeah, see, that's a pretty fat super attack there, like 218k or something like that. And that group attack comes in. Cooliza, he's a defensive stacker, so once we get that, yeah, there we go. So he can do the potential triple super straight off the bat, which he does for us, cool. So now his defense will be really shored up, so he'll be taking double digits from there on. And here's the insane rotation. What we will do is, yeah, let's do this. So we'll activate that just to get you. It's a bit cheeky, but anyway, that's fine. May as well make the most of it if we've got it available. We'll grab that because that gets us the full 24, and then we'll do this. So Broly's about to be in a big old world of hurt. As I said, remember his attack can be lowered, so that means that Cooler will number one lower his attack, number two activates that passive, and then gives the potential for that hidden potential to pop off as a third time. We didn't get it, so let's see how we go with the STR Cooler super attack wise. Normal, dang, that's not ideal. Normal, Hey, there we go. So we got the super attack, well, 12 key super, which means that we do get that defensive raise. So we'll be a whole lot better now, as well as the fact that we did get the attack lowering again. Turtles down to double digits, we love to see it. And then now we get, first we get supered again. Let's see what this one does out of interest. Still 161k, that's quite a bit. Turtles coming out. I love this. Yeah, I reckon that's a fire animation. Remember when he came out, I didn't summon, and it hurt my soul to not summon for him. But I've now got him at 79%, I think. So for this one, we'll just do this into that. We could be in strife here, just because that group attack's got me. Oh, but then we've got the extra bits of passive active for this full power freezer. So does he get the guarantee? Yeah. Oh, there you go. He got the crit and the action, and the action cancelled the group attack. So that could not have worked out any better, getting supered at the end of that turn before. So there you go, guys. That is my Battlefield run. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the Tech Goku in action because he got thrown into slot 7, and we just tore through it a little bit too quick. But still, as you just got to see, zones galore here. It's why we love jumping in and doing Battlefield. We'll collect those, and we did also get a thank you gift at this point of time. So 51 stones in total, couple meat items. In C we got the Battlefield memory. Things are looking up. So let me know how you found this round of Battlefield. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.